Welcome back to the Reload Bench. For 15 years, maybe a little bit more, this has been my belt. I've worn this at work and outside of work. This is just an inexpensive Carhartt leather belt that I bought at Walmart for under $40. It's made in China. There was a loop right here for the belt to go through that snapped off in the first year, but I continued to wear it. I actually had to punch 2 extra holes into it to make it a little bit tighter, and this is for my pant size, but it didn't fit. And I've had experiences with other belts when you get them based off your pant size that they're either too long or too short, and there just must be something that varies from manufacturer to manufacturer. Now, from one point of view, you might say, well, you've had this thing over 15 years and you're still wearing it. I mean, I took it off before I turned on the camera, so you got your money's worth out of it. But from another point of view, you might say, yeah, I can understand why this beat up old belt just isn't for you. Now, I've concealed carried with this belt. I've had an inside the waistband holster with a full-size M9 in the small of my back with this belt, and it's held it just fine. I mean, the belt has seen a lot of use. I've worn it every day at work. It's survived a lot. However, it's still just not the right belt for me. Now, watching some of my friends' videos, I see that they've got some of these newer tactical belts and all this sort of thing, and I trust their opinions, I trust their judgment, and I've heard some positive things about some of the belts in their videos. However, I kind of wanted to go my own way with it, and there's a lot of companies out there making these newer style belts. Whether you want something that's leather that looks like just an everyday belt or a dress belt or something like that, something you could wear anywhere, or if you want something that looks more tactical for like a security or law enforcement type application, or in my case, working at a factory, wearing what I call my muffler man uniform because my work uniform makes me look like I work at a auto shop. So there's lots of options out there. There's lots of companies out there, a lot of American companies out there, which I'm always about buying American whenever possible. And there's just a lot of options. And some people have their own take on how they think a belt should work. And in looking around, I wasn't really sure where to go with it. Well, then one day I was watching a friend's video, and there was an ad that came up before his video for a belt made by a company called GRIP6. So I decided to go ahead and go to their website and see what they were all about. They're made in America. All their components are American. It seems like some sort of small business that really kind of embodies the whole spirit of the American capitalist, inventor kind of thing. And I said, this kind of fits into what I'm looking for. And then I checked out the prices, and they were very competitive. Now, sometimes when you pay a high price, you get what you pay for, and sometimes when you pay a high price, you're just paying for the name. And I'm really not sure what to expect with this belt, but what I'd like to do is a 2-part video series. In this one, part 1, just an unboxing and my initial impressions with the belt. I'm going to go ahead and leave some links at the end of this video to some videos from GRIP6 that'll be shot a lot better than this video, showing you how to put on the belt or how to resize it if you have to. And then in part 2, I want to talk about my experience wearing both belts over time at work and outside of work, at leisure, I guess you could say. So what I did was I ordered 2 different belts. I ordered the Workbelt and the Workbelt Pro. Let's get to unboxing them. So I ordered this off the GRIP6 website directly, and when you go on it for the first time, there's a pop-up that shows up that says subscribe to our newsletter and get 15% off your first order. So I did, and they did give me my 15% off. There was free shipping on this, and it arrived, I think, in 2 or 3 days. You can see it's in a bubble wrap envelope, and it feels like there's 2 boxes inside of there. So I'm really happy with the delivery time and that sort of thing. And if you guys have watched my channel before, you know I'm a sucker for free shipping. So let's go ahead and see what all they look like here, and then I'll explain which 2 I got and what colors and whatnot. Okay, so 2 small black cardboard boxes that say GRIP6. There's a small packing list in there. There's a GRIP6 decal, and there's a little GRIP6 thank you for your purchase, how to wear the belt, how to put the belt on. So if you go to the GRIP6 YouTube channel, there's some instructional videos there for the belts. And it's a little bit unusual how you have to put the belts on. So let's go ahead and start with this one. Let's see if the outside is labeled so it says what it is. No, it's not labeled. Now this is some real thin cardboard, but I really don't think you need to have anything too rigid. It's got a belt in it. Alright, so this one is the Workbelt Pro, and this is the gunmetal buckle with the coyote belt. Now this is a nylon type belt. This is 1 3/4 inch in width, and if you've seen some of my other videos, you know that I kind of like some of that sort of stuff. The nylon is something that is durable, it's easy to clean, that sort of thing. And this is really, I mean, for me, it's what it says it is. It's a work belt. Now, I can wear this, or I'm hoping that I can wear this with some jean shorts or something like that, because I don't care if I look a little bit tactical while I'm out in public. I'm not into the whole gray man thing. Let's open up the other one here. Now, this is the work belt with the blue steel buckle. You can see the difference in the buckle. The Pro has more material removed out of it. Otherwise, they have the same sort of pattern here. This is probably something that's laser cut or whatnot. So the Workbelt Pro is a little bit lighter. It has some material removed from the center, whereas the Workbelt is more solid. And I got this in their dusk blue. So it's a blue buckle with a dusk blue belt on it. I'm going to go ahead and move the camera to an area where I can show how to put this on, and we'll see how well they fit. Okay, I've got the Workbelt Pro on right now. I've put it on twice, and it's a little bit awkward. I'll go ahead and take it off to show you what I figured out about it. Now, I did watch the instructional videos that I'm going to link at the end of this, and they're much better, but from what I can tell, you simply just run one end of the belt through the slot in the buckle, and when you pull it through, there's a bar that runs the width of the belt that locks into place in that slot. And then you simply run the belt through the loops. In this case, I'm wearing Wrangler Carpenter jean shorts, and this 1 3/4 inch width belt is just fine for this application here. Fits in there nice and easy. Then what you do that's different than a normal belt is you run through the slot in the buckle, you run through the slot at the opposite end, you run the end of the belt behind the buckle, and you run it in behind the rest of the belt. So I've got it in here behind the loop, and I'm just going to feed it in. Now this is something I think that as I do it over time, I'll get better at it, and it'll just kind of come more natural to me there. With the belt buckle centered on my jean shorts here, it fits, it's comfortable, and it's just a little bit awkward putting it on. But what I'll do in part 2 is talk about my experience wearing both belts, and if I've gotten any better at putting them on, or if I've learned anything else about them, or if I've had any problems with them. And before I close out the video, let me go back down to the reload bench, and I'll just talk a little bit more about the belts. Okay, we're back down at the reload bench, and I've taken off the Workbelt Pro. I just want to talk a little bit about both of these belts before I ended the video. The Workbelt was normal price $39. With the 15% discount, it was $33.15. Now, I ordered this with the blue steel buckle and the dusk blue belt. You can get it in any color combination that they offer. You don't have to have the buckle match the belt. When you go to order a complete belt, it'll ask for your waist size, your pant size, and you just order that, and it should come cut to that size. Now, you can buy the buckles separately and the belts separately, so you could buy some additional belts and mix and match the colors if you wanted to. The Workbelt Pro was $10 more, normal price $49. With the discount, it was $41.65. I got this in the buckle in gunmetal and the belt in coyote, and once again, you can order these two pieces separately in different colors and switch up combinations. These are not the only two belts or only two products, or belts are not the only products, I should say, that GRIP6 offers. So I'll include a link to the GRIP6 website in the description section, and in part 2 of the video, which I'll release in a matter of weeks or months, I guess it just depends on how long it takes for me to give these what I think is a fair evaluation, I'll let you know my experiences, good, bad, or otherwise, and if there's anything that I think you might want to know as a consumer. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.